Welcome to my guide to the online-only e-commerce business structure. My name's Chloe Thomas. I'm the author of eCommerce MasterPlan, and I'll be taking you through a quick guide to online-only in this little video. The e-commerce business structures, the 7 of them, and the structure around them was created from my experience across working with many e-commerce businesses in the noughties. I introduced them in the book eCommerce MasterPlan, which you can see there on the right-hand side. And there's 7 of them, which are all listed in front of you. Today we're going to be talking about the online only e-commerce business structure, and the reason why these are so important is because which one of these you are fundamentally changes pretty much everything about your business. I'll tell you a bit more about those later. And moving between these is very, very difficult. So these are kind of one of the 3 underpinning pieces of your e-commerce master plan. You need to understand which of these you are, leverage its benefits and minimize its weaknesses. Let me explain who the online only are. So online only has a website, strangely enough, has their own website, doesn't have a shop, so no physical location. But this, if you do a couple of shows a year, I have a few clients who do some of the big charity shop shows at Christmas time, that's fine. You can be online only and do a couple of those shows. That's not a problem. It's not your main business. You might also have a wholesale arm. That's fine. You're still an online only business. You may also sell on some of the piggyback sites. So you may be selling on Amazon or eBay or Etsy as well as via your own website. But the majority of your sales should be via your own website if you're an online only business. Otherwise, you're really a piggybacker. Or your aspiration is to have the majority of your sales via your own website. Because as I said earlier, which e-commerce business structure you are fundamentally changes how you structure and how you build your business. Therefore, you need to be building your business in the direction you want to be in. So if you're currently selling loads and loads and loads on Amazon, on eBay, on Etsy, and you're wanting to grow that 10% that comes in through your own website at the moment, you want to be starting to build your business like an online only business. So that's what online only is. Here's some examples of some of the biggest retailers in the UK who are online only. So businesses who only sell online, who don't have a catalogue, who don't have physical stores. So why is understanding your e-commerce business structure important? Well, because it affects your business structure, as I've already mentioned. It also affects your marketing strategy, and it changes what your key challenges are. So the key challenge for the online-only e-commerce business structure is customer recruitment and growth, because online you've got to get people to that website. You've got to build your brand. You don't have a shop front to do it for you. You don't have a catalogue to do it for you. You can't rely on the traffic being generated by the piggybacker, by Amazon, eBay, etc. Therefore, your biggest challenge, your biggest barrier is going to be getting more customers coming back to you again and again. That's your number one challenge. Therefore, your marketing strategy, the methods you've got to be really good at is your email marketing. You can't ever let your email marketing slide. You've got to be doing automated campaigns. You've got to make sure you've got a decent welcome program in place, and you need to be getting those regular broadcasts out, the right message to the right people at the right time. You also need to be good at your content. So you need to have a blog that starts defining who you are, starts explaining who you are, with good social media, leveraging that blog content around the internet. So social media is quite important as well, as is Google Adwords. If you're starting off a business and you're online only, if you're currently selling on Amazon, eBay, and you're trying to build those online only sales, you need to get your head around AdWords, or you need to hire someone, agency, freelancer, etc., who can for you, because that's how you're going to be getting those people to your website in the first instance, and your emails what's going to be bringing them back. And by AdWords, I do mean Google Shopping campaigns, I do mean keywords, and I also mean remarketing. And then your business structure. Who you have on your team, the departments you have in your business alters if you are online only. If you're online only, it's more straightforward because you're more streamlined. You don't have to worry about print and catalogues. You don't have to worry about shops and filling those with people. So you can have a fairly lean team, which is great. You can do a lot of outsourcing. Make sure you keep within your team those core pieces that make you who you are. So your merchandising, your buying, what you're doing with those products. You also need someone in your team, even if you're outsourcing on your own, all your online marketing, who understands the online marketing marketplace. They need to understand the core concepts, otherwise you are not going to be able to drive your business as well as you want to, because you're not going to be able to give your suppliers the right information. What are you going to outsource? Well, you're probably going to look to outsource your pick, pack and dispatch fairly quickly, because actually you're in the game of getting traffic to your website and making it convert. You should have a decent website provider out externally. Unless you're very large, you almost certainly don't want to be building your own website, but you do need someone who's going to be nice and flexible and work with you to improve things. Because where you're going to be focusing your effort is on your website and getting that working really well for you, on your products and making sure you've got the right selection for your customers at all times, and, as we saw in the key challenge, getting people to your website. If you'd like to find out more about how to build your e-commerce business, then you'll find all of that at ecommercemasterplan.com. Thank you. Bye.